Excerpt from Lawn Boy by Gary Paulson. Okay, since I was 12, I didn't have much experience with motors. I've never even had a dirt bike or a four-wheeler. I'm just not a machine oriented. My birthday present sat there. I tried pushing it toward our garage, but it didn't seem to want to move. Even turning it to put my back against it and push with my legs, which I thought might give me better leverage, didn't help. Still sat there. So I studied it. On the left side of the motor was a small gas tank, and I unscrewed the top and looked in. Yep, gas. On top of the tank were two levers. The first was next to pictures of a rabbit and a turtle. Even though I'm not good with machines, I figured out that was the throttle, and the pictures meant fast and slow. The other lever was set on and off. I pushed on. Nothing happened, of course. On the very top of the motor was a starting pull rope. What the heck? Why not? I gave it a jerk and the motor sputtered a little, popped once, then died. I pulled the rope again and the motor hesitated, popped, and then roared to life. I jumped back. No muffler. Once, when I was little, my grandmother, in her usual logic defying fashion, answered my request for another cookie by saying that my grandfather had been a tinkerer. He was always puttering with things, taking them apart, putting them back together. When he was around nothing ever broke. Nothing ever dared to break. Loud as the mower was, it still wasn't moving and the blade wasn't going around. I stood looking down at it. The strange thing happened. It spoke to me. Well, not really. I'm not one of those woo-woo people or whack job. At least I didn't think I was. Maybe I am now. Anyway, there was some message that came from the mower through the air and into my brain. A kind of warm or maybe settling feeling. Like I was supposed to be there and so that was the mower, the two of us. Like it was a friend. So all right, I know how that sounds too. We'll sit under a tree and talk to each other, read poems about mowing. Totally whack. But the feeling was there. Next, I found myself sitting on the mower, my feet on the pedals. I moved the throttle to the rabbit position. It had been on turtle, and pushed the left pedal down, and the blade started whirring. The mower seemed to give a happy leap forward of the sidewalk, and I was mowing the lawn. Or dirt, as I said, we didn't really have much of a lawn. Dust and bits of dead grass flew everywhere, and until I figured out the steering, the mailbox, my mother's flowers near the front steps, and a small bush were in danger. But in a few minutes I got control of the thing, and I sheared off what little grass there was. The front lawn didn't take long, but before I was done, the next door neighbor came to the fence. Attracted by the dust cloud, he waved me over. I stopped in front of him, pulled the throttle back, and killed the engine. The sudden silence was almost deafening. I stood up away from the mower, my ears humming so I could hear him. You mow lawns? He asked. How much? And that was how it started. 1. Read the sentence. It spoke to me. When the narrator says the mower spoke to him, he most likely meant that he suddenly A. Became more confident about using the mower, B. Enjoyed the sound of running motor of the mower, C. Understood how the different parts of the mower work, D. Became more interested in using the mower to make money. Number 2. Read the paragraph. My birthday present sat there. I tried pushing it toward our garage, but it didn't seem to want to move. Even turning around to put my back against it and push with my legs, which I thought might give me better leverage, didn't help. It still sat there. What is the most likely reason the narrator is pushing the lawnmower in this paragraph? A. He is afraid the mower will not start. B. He doesn't want the mower to sit outside. C. He needs more time to examine the mower. D. He is not familiar with how to start the mower. Number 3. For what occasion did the narrator get the lawnmower? A. Christmas. B. Graduation. C. Birthday. D. Easter. Number 4. Which sentence best states the theme of this story? A. If you try, you can figure out even the most complicated things. B. Grandparents can help you figure things out. C. Mowing lawns is hard work. D. You should work hard for the money that you earn. Number 5. Read the paragraph. Once when I was little, my grandmother, in her usual logic-defying fashion, answered my request for another cookie by saying that my grandfather had been a tinkerer. He was always puttering with things, taking them apart, putting them back together. When he was around, nothing ever broke. Nothing ever dared to break. In this paragraph, the narrator remembers a story his grandmother told him about his grandfather. What effect does this memory have on the narrator? A. The memory reminds him of how little he knows about machines. B. The memory encourages him to keep trying. C. The memory amuses him while he is doing an interesting work. D. The memory shows him that he needs to work faster.